Hey guys, BloupTheArt here, and today I'm doing a really exciting unboxing on the new for 2024 Home Depot Other Toy Soldier. Now, as some of you may know, in my previous video I unboxed this guy, and I'm going to be doing a comparison with these two later, because they're very similar props, but obviously there's a big difference in size and animation. But super thankful to get this guy. This was the last guy my store had, and if it wasn't obvious from the giant yellow tag on him, he is a used return item. He has minor damage, and the box is really beat up. So, this is probably one of the best used items I bought, because the other used animatronic I bought with my Reaper is over there. So he's actually really well repackaged, and I'm big thank you to whoever owned this previously and repackaged this guy, because they did a pretty good job. Packing them all back in plastic. Supposedly it's fully assembled, is what one of the employees told me. But yeah, the only actual broken piece on him is his arm here. You can see that it is cracked in the front. Fortunately, this is the front side of the arm too, so not great, but if you just glue it back together, it should be fine. So that's what my plan is. And it says here on the box, actually, on the flaps here, the other light in the boot is broken, so I'll just probably leave that unplugged. It's so minor, but yeah, so I got him $100 or $80 off. It was amazing. Similar situation to this guy. My store had 4 of him. He was, sat there for like 2 weeks. And then yesterday, 3 of them just went, including the store model. This was not the store model. Someone bought the store model over this one. And the employee I was talking to said that a lot of people didn't want to buy this thing, and they were about to return this back to, I believe, SBI, its manufacturer. So super thankful I got this guy. It's not the best condition, but for $80 off, I'm really happy with it. And this is a similar, break to having my Plague Doctor, even though I didn't buy the Plague Doctor broken. I broke him outside, but should be able to fix that with a bit of hot glue or super glue, maybe even epoxy. But like I showed, if you just apply some pressure, it is a very seamless crack, so it should be very easy to patch up. But yeah, let's get to unboxing this guy, I guess. Here we go. So starting the unboxing again, I'm going to try and do this one-handed. No pun intended. Here's the first hand. Like I said, it's a broken one, not wrapped in plastic. I don't know where the plastic is for it, but it's looking good. Besides the crack, the paint job's actually really good, especially compared to the Black Friday guy, because yeah, it isn't a budget prop, it's an actual prop. Still some smears and stuff. That's the problem with full molded ones. You're always going to have some sort of painting problem. So there's arm number 1. Arm number 2 is wrapped in plastic. Try and slide it out here. So here it is. Very nice. This one is not broken. This is, I guess, the left arm. That one's the right arm. Yeah, there's that. Over here, we got his adapter, which I didn't show me unboxing in the last video, but yeah, obviously it's adapter in the box. Here it is. So again, thank you to the previous owners of this before they returned it. They did a spot-on job of repacking him. It's got the outdoors one. Yeah, cool. 2 instruction manuals. One's probably French, one's probably English. Shouldn't totally need this guy. I've watched some unboxings on him. Like Chilling Prop did a really good unboxing on him. Obviously, it's not going to be as good quality as his, but I'd totally recommend checking him out, especially since he got him new. Here's the shoes. Very small shoes. In fact, even smaller than the other guy. The thing with this guy's proportions is, though, he's just like a 6-foot toy soldier. It's just because of the hat and the stand he's on that makes him 8 feet. But yeah, here's the shoes. Kind of like Game Controller, honestly. But just a little comparison in the shoe size here. Actually, slightly smaller than the other guy's boots. Shoes, those are not cracked, those are not broken. We got his upper legs, the LEDs. Supposedly one of these is broken, but you know what, that's fine. These are so small, I'm probably just not going to plug them in at all. But yeah, paint works pretty good on this. No other cracks. Looking good. Then I guess the base. This guy has a weighted base similar to him, but he actually has like a metal frame base, not a plastic one. This is the cover for it. Pretty cool, almost circus-like. I'd love to see a similar prop to Barnaby or something, or like a lion prop they would do, a carnival theme in the future at Spirit, with like a base like this. I don't know, it was kind of cool to look at, and really well painted too. Paint works really good on it. Really thick too, as you imagine. Must be airbrushed, because the inside. But yeah, it's really really thick plastic. Put that aside. So coming in here, we got the head, and this thing I also checked before buying it. This box was open. This thing looks really good. I love the blinking animation, and I think it really contrasts well with his eyes. You know, they're very similar props at the end of the day. It's just one's a Black Friday one, and the other is a not Black Friday one. So let's get him out of the bag here. Sorry I had to cut the video there, guys. Here's his head. Really good head. Like I said, paintwork's good. Nothing's cracked. I can only hope the eyes still work. Here's the mechanism. Not totally sure how it works, but I have an idea. There's really thick cable. So there's the head. Here is the hat. This one is stuck up inside. Let's get this out. There we go. Yeah, that's all in the box, but it's a little difficult to grab one hand. Here it is. Very nice hat. Love the paintwork. Yet again, much better paintwork than the other guy. Oops. Ugh, clutchy hands. Yeah, no, nothing broke there. That's good. Again, thick blow mold plastic, really good. And that's a bit of a durability test, I guess. Nothing broke on it. Actually, one hand is much harder, especially in bigger guys like this. Here is a little separating box and the torso. You can see he's got the square poles, and he actually has the square poles with lug nuts, so he's got like some of the best metal poles in retail, or with the the twist on nuts and all that. So he is really stiff and doesn't wobble much at all, especially because of his skinny little legs. He really needed it, and he is actually really top heavy with his body, a lot heavier than you think it would be. So there's body. Then over here is the weighted base. As you can see, it's got a big weight on it. It's actually pretty decent weight. I'd say like maybe 30 pounds, 40 pounds maybe even. That's why he has the base cover too. Imagine it's a similar weight to what's in there, but he's all plastic with no metal poles at all. Yeah, and then here should be the upper legs, and the poles are in here. Still taped up, so I'm not totally sure if they fully assembled this guy or not. So, you know what, they might not have fully assembled it. They might have just took the arm out so it was broken. And then here's the really shiny upper legs. So yeah, I'll probably do similar unboxing to how I did him, and I'll try and do it without time lapse, but it doesn't really go well on this time lapse. So here we go. So here we go, guys. Got everything laid out. I filmed that first clip and had no idea where the nuts for the holes were, but they were in the adapter box, just if anyone's worried about that. Yes, it does come with the nuts there in the adapter box. So yeah, I did get all the stickers peeled off him. He's all laid out. Like I said, I took these poles out of their box. These are the only thing I left the stickers on. The rest of the stickers came off very, very easily off the rest of the plastic. So that went well. So now let's start the assembly, I guess. We'll start with the two poles B, and you're gonna need your Allen key. So they have snap locks and the little bolts in them. So if you guys want a more in-depth assembly video, like I said, I recommend looking at Chilling Props video. He does much more in-depth stuff. But I'm just using the Allen key back here to screw them in. There, this one really secure. Then we'll get the other one. So those are like really, really sturdy now, which is great. There you go, there's those. Now I will put on the base and shoes. Here's the base, it kind of just sits on there. There really is nothing to keep it from sliding. Now we're gonna put on the shoes. They're a bit tough to get to slide in place. There you go. Okay, shoes are in. Keeps it sliding, just keeps it from sliding a little bit more. Now I think the next part is the other poles here. Again, I already put the bolts into the poles, so and I will take my Allen key. Yeah, again, really sturdy. Obviously wobbly, you can never have it without a bit of wobble, but he is probably not going to fall over on you unless you have him in really high winds, but since he's got such a small base, you can easily sit him down if it gets a little too windy. So now we'll put on these boots. Like I said, supposedly one of these LEDs are broken, and now I can see why it's not sitting in the boot. That would explain it. The LED actually came out of its little holder here. Like I said, it might not totally be working. Looks like they tampered with it. Later, see if it's even still working. Yeah, it might just not be sitting in there properly. Okay, next part. We got these boots. Sorry, I had to cut there. I just looking at that thing still. I could probably fix it. Shouldn't be that hard. So now we'll take this. Got to wire this piece in first. So I guess that's problem number one. Huh. Okay, that's my fault there, guys. I thought that the wire would have enough slack, so turns out do not connect the wires until this leg piece is actually on the pulse. While I'm at it, I might have to take off these little covers because I need to take these off to put the body on. So, try that again. Take a little cord here, and we put it here, and okay, I guess it kind of snaps in place there. Now we're going to connect the body. Definitely the heaviest piece. Don't know quite what's in here. I guess it must have an internal metal frame, but yeah, it's almost as heavy, well, maybe even heavier than the base. But I'll take this, and I will very carefully try to wire this piece up. This part might be a little difficult. Yes, SPI definitely did not design this guy with enough slack in the wiring. Okay, I might not even, I'll screw it on just for the sake of it. There we go. Okay, now we put the body on. Yeah, you got really nice paintwork on the body, especially compared to the other toy soldier. Let's take you now. We got one pull on and two pulls on. Now I will probably have to rotate him a little bit here. There we go. And that's all that on there. So I'll take his little covers and pop these back on, hopefully. There we go. So next part, connect his broken arm. which also requires the Allen key. So I'll click over here. And I might yet again regret turning him around this way. He actually does have some posability, which is interesting. These arms are all nice and tight. Do not want these sliding off. Could also be another reason how they broke. Who knows? Take the other arm. Oh yeah, so they do actually have little ratchets in here. So yes, they are postable. There we go. There's his arms. He's leaning a little backwards, but imagine that will change once we get the head on, maybe? Or maybe he just naturally leans backwards. So now we'll do up this connection. And it's actually a really, really intricate connection, which might just be exclusive to this guy. But even more, it's got like a little metal twist on it too, so very interesting. Yet again, his head pops on so much the other guy, which definitely makes it a little harder to get off later. Oh no, wait, no, he does have twists. Okay, that's good. Because that guy's head just pops on and it's really difficult to take on and off. I think the one thing about the hat which has been nice, I would rather have lights in the hat than in boots, but you know what? Okay, this one does actually snap it, and this one doesn't twist. And there we go. That is the toy soldier. Move him a little bit forward so he can move, and then I'm going to plug him in, and we'll see him in action. Let's take a second here. Just going to take off the twist ties. And I am going to feed the wire up through and pinch it under his base. You hear the motors working there. His twist on connection is definitely really difficult how shallow it is. Mine doesn't want to twist on at all here. Okay, there we go. That is a very difficult twist on connection. So there we go. Now we'll get to his demo. Here we go. So here we are, guys. He's really, really, really cool. I love him. Probably one of the best Christmas animatronics to ever be released. Not only because he's outdoor rated, he's a really cool toy soldier. He looks amazing, even as a static. But yeah, let's get into some of the things about him. So obviously the things I fixed was the two lights in the leg here. So this one actually, there's actually like a little plastic outer casing that they sit in, like the LEDs themselves. So that one fell out of the casing. So I think I already showed that in the unboxing and all that. So I went to fix that, and then the tiny wires from connect this one to that one came undone, and I had to figure out where they went and re-hot glued all the wires back onto it. So it's all good now, and it's way more hot glue than before. So that's all looking good. And now up here, I actually fixed the arm. As you can see, not super seamless, but definitely not noticeable from afar. So I re-hot glued that, and it worked great. So you know, hot glue is actually like really useful for repairing plastic animatronics if you do it right. And it looks good. So yeah, really happy how this turned out. As you can see, there's actually a bit of scuffing on this arm. I wouldn't be surprised when this guy was in his box at Home Depot, they actually left it open for people to see the broken arm when purchasing him. So I'm surprised someone dropped it because the scuffing's only on this arm. You see this one doesn't have any scuffing at all. That's fine. Besides that though, he's just really awesome. Probably like the best Christmas animatronic ever. You know, just because of his outdoor rating, and it's just an awesome static. The paint's amazing, and the animation's really cool. So I'm gonna get into the animation here. If you haven't seen the controls already, here they are. He has 4 modes. He has lights only, sensor, timer, which just makes him go constantly, and then obviously off. So I'll turn him on to sensor here, and I'll turn down the volume so I don't get copyrighted. But like a lot of the other Home Depot props this year, when he's not activated, his lights still stay on, which is great. And he does have the exact same audio, so his speaker is actually the same too, so none of them are, you know, better or louder. But he's awesome. I love the blinking, super realistic. I love the arm movement. Like I previously already said, he actually does have posable arms, which I can't really show you when they're moving, but similar to the 12-foot skeletons, you know, ratchet joints and all that. Yeah, he's just awesome overall. I love him. I did actually already compare him to this guy, and I will be doing a separate video on that if anyone's curious. But yeah, he's awesome. Not a whole lot to say about him. Like I said, I got him for an amazing price. Can't wait to use him this year. Hopefully he'll survive the Canadian winter. I'll probably have him set up right outside my garage here, kind of where my tombstone projector guy was for the Halloween place here. Speaking of which, my archway is actually staying up, my homemade one. I took off the creepy cloth and the webs and all that, but it's, you know, still a big black archway, so that'll be cool. For Christmas, I'll put some lights on it. And these two are definitely going to display beside each other. They're such good companion pieces. Obviously, I won't have both their audios on though. It'll probably be this guy's audio, just so that doesn't go all the time, and then because he has a sensor and he doesn't. Yeah, overall, I just love him. He's great. One of my favorite animatronics I own, and probably will be the best Christmas animatronic. I really don't know how they can make a better Christmas animatronic than this. I just love toy soldiers. I don't have any toy soldier inflatables or anything, because they don't really make a lot of them, but he's just awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the rest of my Christmas videos. Like I said, I haven't really come up with a name yet. As of recording this, none of my Christmas videos have released. So yeah, this will be releasing right after this guy, and then I'll do a comparison video. But I don't know if I'm doing like 50 days till Christmas. I guess it's too late for that now, but probably like 24 days of Christmas or something like that. And I'll post 12 videos, something like that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll show some nighttime shots, and then that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for my Christmas videos. Bye.